Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Awaken to Happiness Now Global Series. Thank you so much for being here with us today. If you are new to me, new to my show, new to my channel on YouTube, please do subscribe if you're watching on the replay. And for those of you here with us on Zoom, welcome, welcome. It is my deepest wish, desire, and intention to bring to you these amazing speakers who are sharing their wisdom, their teachings, their experiences, their processes, exercises, clearings, etc., so that we can all thrive and so that we can all awaken to happiness now. And so today, my dear friend Siddhii Shah is back with us, and we're going to be talking about how to uncover powerful insights to guide your life with Runes Divination and Magic Workshop. So some of what we're going to talk about today is Siddhi's going to be sharing some runic symbols, healing symbols that will help you heal various aspects of your life. And she's going to also share with us some meanings and aspects of healing and reading with runes. She's also going to be sharing one or two easy spells or exercises with these rune symbols. And of course, if you have questions, feel free to raise your hand, right, and ask a question, or you can type your question in the chat. And so for those of you who may not know Siddhi, she's been with us many times now. She is India's leading psychic and dragon healing expert. Siddhi is a celebrated psychic reader, dragon healing facilitator, and mentor of over 100 spiritual healing courses. A pioneer of dragon healing in India, she introduced a powerful celestial dragons healing system, helping thousands experience rapid emotional and energetic breakthroughs. With a deep spiritual calling since childhood, Siddhi channels divine guidance from angels, dragons, and goddesses, offering healing that transforms lives. So, everyone, please join me in welcoming Siddhi back to the show. Siddhi, welcome.
Hello, thank you so much, and big namaste to everyone. It's a great festive time going on around here in India, and I pray for everyone's well being, whoever is connected with me, with Shefali, with this good times, and a great story that I'm going to be coming up with. It's not made up by me, but a great story. We're going to be beginning with this call. So, before we begin, I would just request all of you to have a paper, pen with you so that you can make your notes so that we do not miss out on anything. Although you will have an access to the replay, but this is going to be fun when you note down those extra ideas and insights when you have on your mind. Right. Today's call is about a resolve, is about taking things in our own hands. Sometimes we wish that, I have this in my life and maybe someone will come and heal me and maybe let me get over it through someone's help. But today's call is about that resolve that, yes, I'm going to be taking things up in my own hands. I'm going to be investing about 5 minutes to 10 minutes a day and resolve my life quickly, effortlessly, and with strength and power. Where did this strength and power come from? How did this entire runic story come to be? How ancient they are? I would like to share a story first, how we found them and what kind of mighty, magnificent symbols these are. And then we jump straight into understanding some of the runic symbols, the spell work we can do with it, the healing work we can do with it. Right? In the ancient times, there was a tree known as Yggdrasil. This tree had its roots in darkness and the branches till the stars. This was the tree of birth and death, both of them together. It was not accessible to everyone, but there was this one mighty god who came looking for this tree, to climb on this tree, and that was Odin. Odin was an all-father god. He had legion of gods under him and men bending knees in front of him. So what did he really want? He did not crave for power, for places, for anything. He just wanted to be more of him. So what he did, he climbed this tree and hung himself down for 9 days, 9 nights. On his journey up there, he also sacrificed one of his eyes to a well, Mimir's well, so that he gets a very deep and powerful insight. He can look at fate just like a map. And he began his journey of finding something that no god or men would be able to find. For 9 days, 9 nights, he hung himself down this tree, staring into abyss, darkness. And on the ninth night, cosmos cracked open with such a beautiful light, and from this abyss came out some symbols. Symbols that carried a lot of messages of birth, death, love, power, strength, madness. And all these symbols, as they glowed on the branches of the tree, they got etched in Odin's mind. In the coming days, he used these symbols to gain victory over others, to become the most powerful version of himself. When he hung himself down, he offered himself to himself, and now he had become more of the god than anyone was. He became the most powerful being in the ninth world, 9 realms. So, what he received are not just symbols. Eventually, he gave some of these symbols, named as Elder Futak, to mankind, to other gods, so that they can use these symbols and gain more power, more strength in the difficult times. So, what are these symbols? Every symbol has a shape that connects with some power in this cosmos. Every symbol has a name and energy. There were a total of 24 runic symbols given to the mankind, and we today know them as Elder Futark symbols. When we are looking at runes, I have my little bag here, and I'm going to show you some of my runes, and they come carved on stones like these. But can we start using them even without having them on stones? Do we really need stones to begin with our runic journey? No, we do not. We simply begin our runic journey by knowing the symbols and using them. In the meantime, whenever we are inspired to use the runic symbols, we can just draw and paint them on small cutouts of thick paper, and we can begin using them. The journey is going to be as simple, as beautiful of using runes. So, what can we really do with runes? We can do questioning such as, what do I truly need to know right now? What message do the runes have for me as a guidance for today? What do I need to resolve? What am I being invited to awaken within me? Is there an area of my life that needs to be focused, or is there something that I need to release to step into my power? All the way from such daily guidance to knowing as to, tell me, how do I make my money journey so beautiful? What stops my relationship from being the best of what it should be? How can I make more loving version of myself? All the questions to solutions that use this symbol and invite more abundance in your life. I would be like, oh wow, yes, let us use this symbol. So we are going to be learning today. Today I'm going to be sharing some of these symbols with you so that we can use them in our everyday life in one of the most simplest, and easiest manners. So we are going to be learning their names. How do we make them? What kind of spells? Where can we use them energetically to make a great difference in our life? So with this, let us begin learning all the symbols. Do I have some yeses? Are we excited to go ahead and look into symbols? Yes. Right. I'm very excited to share them with you. And here is our very first symbol. Just give me a second. How do we make them? We make them simply by drawing. First, I'm showing you how to draw this symbol. It is one simple plain line. For me, it is a window, and outside this window, there is rain falling down, and it is shower, shower of beautiful abundance. Fehu literally means abundance. In the ancient times, people used to look at how many cattle does one own. More the cattle, more the abundance. The same way, Fehu is connected with the energy of abundance. When we receive this is an answer, Fehu is an answer in our readings. If I wanted to ask, show me what's coming up for me in the month of October, and Fehu shows up, it means a lot of productive energy. It means wealth, abundance, currency, a movable currency. That means in today's day, it is money. It could be cash, it could be something making my bank account heftier. Fehu in a reading shows abundance. How do I do reading? Every time I have a question, I put my hand in my bag of runes and pick up one rune, and the symbol that comes out, that is my guidance, that is my answer. However, let us talk about how Fehu can be used in a lot of healing ways and purposes. Should we choose to heal our own self, there are multiple ways we can use this symbol. Simply taking your left palm and using your right palm to make a symbol, energetic symbol. Now, those of us who are very used to working with energies, we've been working with white light, golden light, green light, violet light, so many different colors. To make Fehu, we can use golden color or we can use green color. And in any other manner or matter, if the color of money for us is not golden, is not green, it could be red, it could be orange. We can use that color in our mind as if we are channelizing that energy inside of us and simply make this symbol on the left palm. Left is our receiving hand. Once this symbol is made, all we need to do is just tap gently 3 times on the left palm, calling out the name, saying Fehu, Fehu, Fehu. We can also call it Feyu, Feyu, Feyu. The rune symbols are pronounced differently in different parts of the world. So I'm making you aware of some of the pronunciations that I know. One is Fehu, one is Feyu. So once the symbol is made, tapped thrice, and name being called out 3 times, all we need to do is just set the intention. The intention could be anything, such as I want to expand my business 5 times, or I want to be earning a certain figure as my monthly income, or I want to be attracting a certain class of clients. I want to be starting with my own business and I need ideas. Whatever your intentions are, you can set in your intentions and simply observe. Observe your left palm and these golden energies flowing in from your left palm through your entire being. Now, the question is, how many times do I make this symbol on my left palm? One is enough. In our everyday case, we can support this with other symbols that I'm going to be teaching you just in a while, but just for needs that are very urgent. We can make this symbol 3 times, 5 times, 11 times. 11's 11 times would be super power, explosive energy, right? So 11 will be too much for extremely urgent needs, but 3 times is healthy, it's good, it's amazing. And how soon can we see the effect? I've been teaching runes for about a year, and ever since my very first batch started, in every other batch, which likely happens in 1.5 months, 2 months, everyone came back to me. Some of them saw results just in 2 days, some of them saw results in 2 weeks to a month. Amazing superpower money started coming in from known, unknown sources. Yeah. Yes, please.
I just have a question. You mentioned that we can draw the symbol on our hand 3 times or 11 times. Is that 3 times at once or 3 times during the day?
No, at once will be greater because that time we are drawing in all the energy and we are making it superpower. We're making
Awesome.
it
Got it.
stronger. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
once
Thank you.
you've drawn the symbol, tap 3 times, called out the name, set your intention, wait for 2 minutes or a minute till the time you feel the flow of energy. Then make it again. Call, tap on your palm 3 times again. Call out the names with every tap and set your intention once again. So this is a very simple process we can use on our left palm. Now, how about I want to be energizing not myself, but my workspace, but my wallet or something else. I'm going to be sharing all of that with you in a step by step manner. So, when I want to be making my home or making my workspace, or if it is the same, both of them together, a money magnet, what can I do? Now, I'm not talking about painting. I'm not talking about drawing. I'm simply talking about making Fehu symbol energetically, where on all the walls and corners of your room, if there are multiple rooms, multiple symbols on each and every wall, large symbols to be made energetically. And every time you make the symbol, you don't need to tap on the wall, but just imagine them going in the wall and spreading out as you call out the name Fehu, 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 and set in your intention, such as make this workspace a money magnet that attracts certain kind of people, people who are wise, people who are generous, whatever your intention is to attract. So all the walls, all the corners, one can use this symbol. Now, where else can we use it if I want to be making my wallet? Okay, before I move forward, there's a question here. If you do it on the walls, do you just, sorry, I missed out. Give me a second. Do you just do it one time? Well, if you are in regular practice of doing it every day, one time is enough. But when you're beginning with it, start making it 5 times on every wall for 1 week. 1 week to 11 days, and post which making it just one will do wonderful work for you. Yeah. So I hope this answers your question. Now, what are other ways I can use Fehu? I can take a small piece of paper. On this paper, I will actually sit and draw Fehu with green color or a golden color pen. If I do not have it, please do not sweat. Even if it is black, even if it is blue or red, it is going to work wonders. Once you have made it on a piece of paper, energetically start drawing a golden fehu on that. Simply energizing the paper with an intention that wherever it is kept, it attracts more cash or more money. And then place this paper in your wallet. Every day, just bring it out once. Make the symbol on that energetically 3 times, 5 times, whatever you are intuitively drawn to work with, and place this paper back in your wallet. People who tried this out initially felt that, okay, will this really bring this for me or that for me? It really did. Now, when we have nervousness regarding money or some negative belief pattern that needs to go out from each and every cell of our body, or that needs to be etched and carved into each and every cell of our body. Let's say we are working with an affirmation, and that affirmation says that money comes to me easily, effortlessly. In that case, take a bottle of water. Now, make fehu for this bottle of water and chant your affirmation 3 times, 5 times, 7 times. Drink this water throughout the day. Let it hydrate each and every cell in your body. Let it go everywhere. You will slowly see that kind of ease and comfort will start coming into your life. And now, one more for people who love to work with spells, who love to work with candles. So, how elaborate this has to be? Not much. You just need a paper to set your intention. You just need one candle if you do not have much. But I'm going to give you a couple of ingredients which are very easy and accessible, just in case you would want to use them. So once again, take a piece of paper. On this paper, you can write down the name of the beneficiary. So for an example, if I don't want to work with this, or maybe I've done my own work on my left palm, but now I want to be doing some finance work for my sister, I can write down her name, below which I need to note down the person's, the beneficiary's birth date, under which I need to note down her intention in just one sentence, whatever she wishes to achieve. Her intention, her desire, her purpose, whatever you would want to call it. Just one sentence, very crisp, very beautifully, just note it down. And around this entire name, birth date, and intentions, make tiny, tiny, tiny Fehu symbols, creating a circle out of it. As if Fehu symbols are circling around the person's name and intention. Now on this, at least 11 times, make Fehu symbol to energize the paper. Place that paper on your altar. Top of it, you can light red or green colored candle. If that is not available, just plain white tea light or taper or jar or any available candle will work just fine. Now, the thing is, when you're lighting the candle, you will look at the flame, call out your purpose or desire for that person, and then on the flame from afar, just make Fehu symbols and let them go in the flame as if they are working as fuel to this fire. How many times do we make that? We make the symbols for at least 11 times, just calling out the names. If we are inspired to use them for more number of times for urgent needs, absolutely fine. You can sit with this candle for a while. If you want to meditate, if you don't want to, just let it go on and run its course. Now, what kind of candle do we want? We simply want a candle that runs for at least 45 minutes. However, if your candle is very large, a jar candle, and you want to snuff it after 45 minutes and continue your work the next day, it is absolutely fine. You can continue doing this work for multiple number of days. Beginning this work on a Wednesday or a Friday is a beautiful start and a very rewarding start. I'm just going a little slow because I'm observing people note down. And I want to leave that space for all of you to be making your notes. Now, what kind of ingredients can we add? We can add cinnamon powder or cinnamon oil. And if you wanted to simply rub some oil, which is a carrier oil, something like sesame, something like olive oil would work. Sesame or olive oil would work beautifully well as carrier oils to these candles. I hope uses of Fehu are clear for everyone here, and so many multiple uses. Yes. In that
Yes,
case,
absolutely. Thank you.
thank
Yeah.
you. In that case, I would want to move forward and share one more symbol with everyone. This symbol is called Uruz or Uruz. Give me a second to show you how we can make it. There goes a line from bottom straight up, goes slanting down, then down again. Once again, I'll show it to you. A line going up, then it goes slanting down, comes down again. This is Uruz. Uruz, when it comes into your reading, it literally means an ox, very powerful, wild. It is a life force, it is strength, it is period of good health. So when it comes in your reading, it means a period of good health, good energy, vitality is coming forward. It is also a guidance and inspiration for all of us to overcome our obstacles, power up and overcome. There's a lot more waiting for us in our coming life, for which we need to come out of the stagnancy that could be created in our life and power up. Uruz is a symbol, is an extremely physical healing symbol. Now, this I tried on every call, and I would want some of you to put your pens down and try this out. What do I want you to try? There are days when something is paining or something is not feeling right in the body. If it is headache, if it is shoulder pain, or something that is feeling just stiff or difficult in the physical system. So, for an example, I'm having headache. I'll just make urus and tap saying, Urus, 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 please heal this headache. If it is knee pain, make it on your knee, tap and say, Urus, 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 please empower my knee against this pain. Urus gives a lot of stamina, a lot of power. So it is not only about pains and aches and something like I'm not feeling easy today. It can be used for those purposes. Towards the end of the day, if we find ourselves getting drained, or after talking to some people, if we find ourselves getting drained, once again, take your left palm, make Urus symbol, say Urus, Urus, Urus. Help me regain my energy or help me gain a lot of strength. Urus is a symbol which fills you with a lot of stamina. And I have so many testimonials, calls after calls, web calls after web calls on Urus people thanking for giving this symbol. Even with certain cases of hospitalization, people have shown immense amount of recovery coming in a short span of time. Yes, it can be given in distance. So I'm going to be sharing that with you in a moment. Now, if I want to be giving healing of urus to someone at distance or some of my family members, what all can I do? We remember the paper method. On paper, make urus and draw it 11 times, chant the name, and whoever this paper is with gets healed faster. Or you can talk about a particular person healing a particular disease. And whenever they are sleeping or wherever they are sleeping, slip it under the pillow. Energize it every day, slip it under their pillow, and you will see them recover so beautifully when they are sleeping. You can keep it around them as well. So, this is one of the methods. Now, let's suppose the person is not with me, I cannot send them the paper, and I want to heal them through distance healing. What can I do? I simply need to visualize that person in front of me like a little miniature avatar, a little miniature doll to this person. So I can also call out the person's name 3 times and let the energies come in front of me. Now, there are times we are not able to visualize the person. In that case, I can simply visualize an orb or a ball in front of me and set an intention that this ball goes to so and so person who is born on this day or who lives here, and give more references that connects with that person. Now on this ball or on this person, I will make the uruz symbol with an intention that so and so disease of this person gets healed faster. The person's recovery becomes quicker. I can do it for a person even if the person is feeling drained. Once I've given these symbols to this person, we simply let the energies go to the universe with an intention that these energies reach that person and then cut my cords. Whichever way you're used to cutting your cords, you can use that method. If we do not know about any cord cutting method, just visualize your palm becoming like a light sword, light energy, all the way from your crown till your root chakra. We make 3 quick swipes with an intention to stop the flow of healing energy and cut the cords from mind, body, and spirit. Now, there is one more very interesting fact about Urus, and this empowers the game of working with runic symbols immensely well. What is it? That is, Urus, when used with other symbols, powers up the energy of other symbol. So for an example, I'm using Fehu and I'm setting an intention to make my business 5 times larger. And then I make Urus. I say Urus, 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 power up energy of Fehu and my intention with Fehu. That's it. It powers up the energy of abundance or whatever intention I set with Fehu. We're going to be learning some more symbols. With each and every one of them, we can move forward and use Urus. We can also energize our water bottles, food, and other items with the energy of Urus. This is also a great symbol for healers. When healers who want to up their physical strength or vitality or their healing powers, at that point in time, again, we can use Urus. Let me share the next symbol with you.
Before you go to the next symbol, Siddhi, is there a color associated with Uruz?
Oh, I'm so
Autumn is
sorry.
asking.
I missed out on that. Yes, the color associated with Urus are golden, yellows, orange, the power colors.
Awesome, thank you.
If any one of us is able to visualize the energy of sun and the color of sun, the brightest sun, that also could be the kind of light you can work with. It could be golden white or that kind of golden which is blazing like that, like the sun power. Yes. All right. This brings me to the next symbol. Please give me a moment. Right. This symbol is called Thurisas. Looks like, I'm just going to give some reference so that we remember. Looks like there is a rose, there's a stem. And on this stem, there's a thorn. Now, let's forget about the rose and remember the rest. Thurisas. Thurisas literally means thorns. When it comes into the reading, it shows that a thorny pathway is ahead. There is going to be a temporary disruption. So you need to up your guard and you need to move very carefully into this situation or avoid this situation completely. But needs to be patient. So when it comes in the reading, it is asking us to be more vigilant, to be more watchful, and taking decisions with a lot of patience. But when we look at Thurisa's healing powers, there's a reason why there are thorns in the bush of rose. The reason is the thorns protect the rose. And this power of protection is also given to us with the symbol of Thurisas. Before making any travels or before sending out any important papers, we can make Thurisas as an energetic symbol. The color we can use with Thurisas could be absolutely white or absolutely black. Any one of them is fine. There are times when we feel that this particular chakra of mine gets clogged again and again, and I need to protect it. Sometimes we feel like creating more protection for our third eye, creating more protection for our solar plexus. On that chakra as well, we can make Thurisas symbol, or simply we can make it on our left palm with an intention that this symbol protects my third eye. This symbol protects my solar plexus. Or I can also make one more symbol and say Thurisas, Thurisas, Thurisas. Please protect my auric field. Now this protects us from negative influences, from negative thoughts, and it creates a veil-like shield around all of us, or whoever we use it for. So can this also be used as distant healing symbol? Absolutely, yes. You can draw this on anyone. I very clearly remember using some symbols on my animal companion. I had a cat, and every time he used to go out to just wander about, I used to be very worried. And I used to make some symbols on him before he moves out so that I see him safe and happy back at home. The cat was not in my control, but all I could do was make symbols on him. So we can use this on our animal companions if we need to protect them, on not very small children, like anyone who's 10 years and above. We can use it on them so that they are safe and protected when they are going out. And before travels, before anything important, we can use this symbol. Now it is time for a spell again. We're going to be needing a black colored candle or a white colored candle. Okay, before I move to the candle work, I'm just reading this question. If you're doing it on an animal, do you trace it on them directly or just in front of them? When I used to make it on my cat would not stay put. So I would just visualize my cat in front of me, and in all the four directions, I would make one symbol so that he's protected from every direction. Sometimes I was also inspired to make one on top of him and one under him. So it creates like a beautiful ball or a beautiful box within which, energetic box within which he stays protected. So I would simply visualize him and do this work. I totally understand. Right. So coming back to our beautiful spell work that we can do with Turisas. We're going to be needing either a black colored candle or a white colored candle. I think these two are beautiful energies to protect ourselves. Black is the color that creates veil, a shield that no one can look inside. And white is the superpower, the god light, the god energy, which just simply reflects everything into the god's light. So either one of them are going to work beautifully well. We're going to be needing a paper. On the paper, once again, we're going to be noting down the name, the birth date, and our purpose. So protect this person during his or her trip to so and so place, or protect this person every day in school, or protect this person while he or she appears for this interview, whatever it is. And surround it with Turisa's symbol. Energize it the same way, symbols to be given to the flame in the very same manner. So the difference here are ingredients. We're going to be using clove or clove oil. Along with this, some coffee powder. So around this, simply making a circle of coffee powder. If not available, just simple salt will also work wonders. And if we wanted to be using any kind of carrier oil, one can use olive oil because that has a lot of sun energy, a lot of sun power. We can also use mustard oil that has the energy of reflecting the negative energies. So you're not going to be needing all of these. If you do not have carrier oils, simply use essential oils or herbs or just pieces of cloves. You can make a circle of cloves around this paper and your candle as well. So what do you do after your spell work is over? You just take the ingredients and you're going to be, sorry, just give me a second. You're going to be taking ingredients and burying them in a pot or something or garden. You can also flow them in water if you'd like. And all other remains will simply request for their energies to be removed, all the magical energies and prayer energies to be removed. Candles can be dumped in dustbin and papers can be reused until that wish is granted. Once that is granted, we can just give them out for renewal, any kind of recycling purposes, and that way save more resources. Now, I'm going to be moving to the next symbol. This symbol is called Ansus. To me, it looks like a chin and mouth of an old grandpapa, his mustache and his lip on one side, or his lips. I have this unique and creative way of remembering this symbol, because Ansus literally means mouth. It means breath. What does it represent? It represents the power of communication. Now, when Ansus comes in the reading, it is an inspiration to open up a dialogue, because the matter for which we are seeking answers can be resolved with communication. This is also the time to up the communication game, communication skills, and this could also be an indication that some kind of prophecy, some kind of wisdom, some kind of divine signal will come your way. So, this is about powering up communication. And now there are times when it's very difficult for us to speak the truth, to speak up all that matters. At point in time, simply make Ansus on throat chakra and say Ansus, Ansus, Ansus. Help me speak my truth with sweetness. It is said that there are 1,000 ways of speaking the truth, and each and every one of them carries the truth. So we should choose the one that is sweetest. So this makes it possible, this makes it creative for us to be speaking up and speaking up the truth in sweet. Now let us talk about some combinations that we can use. Ansus and Urus together can give us an upper hand in our communication when we are in a very difficult situation and we are not heard. That point in time, we can use a combination of Ansus and Urus on our palm also is going to be working out if we cannot make it on our throat. This basically gives more power to our speech, to our communication so that it is heard. Our side is heard. Now let us talk about combining three symbols. Fehu, Ansus, and Urus together. So people who are in business of communication or people who earn through communication. I mean people who are in public relations, advertising, people who are influencers, communicators, creators, or into any kind of business where communication is key to earning. For them, this combination is beautiful. Some of my students have used this combination to make their videos go viral or to gain more viewers for their videos. And they came back to me saying that, oh my God, when I use this symbol, I gained this. Some of my students who run Instagram channels, uh, they use this to gain more subscribers, more viewers to their channels, and they gained even that. However, we simply wish to send out a piece of communication. It could be a flyer, it could be a brochure, it could be something. On that also, we can make this beautiful combination to make it very, very rewarding in terms of monies for us. Right. With this, shall I take you all to the next symbol? I just want a confirmation that the pace is right and we all are able to absorb everything, right?
So just really quickly, when you are combining uh, more than two, is there a specific order that they should be in, or does it matter?
Okay, thank you so much for asking. I should look at what my core purpose is. If my core purpose is to make money, I should start with favor. But if my core purpose is to make this communication more rewarding, then I should start with answers. It really does not matter when we are making all our intentions clear. But this is how I start, and it has given me a lot of benefits this way.
And then there's a question in the chat from Scott as well.
Mhm. Can you combine this work with Reiki, pranic work, Akashic reading, and other energy modalities? I've combined this with Reiki, and I know this can be combined with prana also. I've not really tried this in Akashic, but I see no reason why we can't. We can definitely try. I've tried a lot of symbols while I've done my Akashic work, and thank you for inspiring me. I would try this as well. But yes, this can be combined with other work, even if you are practicing any other kind of energy, such as if I'm making or chanting any money affirmations, or I'm doing any EFT tapping. I would make the symbol and do my tapping and again come back to this. So, yes, you can combine this with so much more. Do I have a book with all this information? Yes, I have a proper manual with stories and all of that. That is a part of my workshop. But yes, I have so much more and a lot of handouts that I've created myself to make the entire understanding very easy. Yes. Could you explain how to combine with mantra? By mantra, I mean, I believe you're talking about affirmation, right? So if I'm making health affirmation, let's say that I'm healthy, my body's youthful every day, I will simply make urus and I'll say urus, urus, urus. I'm youthful every day. My body's healthy every day. My bones are stronger than ever before. And that is my affirmation. And once again, I'll make urus, I'll say urus, 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 and I can repeat my affirmation. So I can combine it with any other intention or purpose as I use this symbol. I can simply use this symbol once and chant my affirmation 5 times, 11 times, 21 times, the regular practice, and yeah, continue with that. So I hope this answers for you, Sarah.
So Sabrina, when we talk about the special offer in a little while, that's where all the information is going to be available during the workshop. So then any handouts, PDFs, whatever happens to be, Siddhii will share during the workshop.
Thank you.
Do we have more time? Can I share just a couple of more symbols?
Yep, absolutely. Go ahead.
Thank you so much. All right, I'm going to take you to the next symbol. Sorry, just 1 second. It is lagging, I believe. Right. Here's the symbol, which is called Rhino. It's very easy to remember because it looks, sorry, like an R. Very easy to make. Rhino literally means a ride. The way the name sounds like, it literally means a ride. So when it comes into your reading and you're seeking guidance, it means some kind of physical travel actually coming in place, some kind of movement come in. If it is not a physical movement and not a journey, it represents some kind of movement coming into your life, which is an energetic movement and a movement of intent. It is a movement to a path which is going to lead us to our success or to certain kind of intent. It could also be suggesting us to make a move, do something about it, and don't just sit there. It could also be a suggestion to go with the flow when it comes in your reading. But when it comes as a healing symbol, it has so much worth and potential to it. Now, what kind of worth and potential? Firstly, it can be used as a symbol to come out of stagnancy and open up roads. It can also be a symbol used for safe travels. Imagine combining Rido with Torisas could make a very powerful safe travels combination for healing. However, when we are doing, when we feel, sorry, I'm going to be coming to spell in a moment, but when we feel stuck from all the directions or one such direction where we do not see any kind of movement come in, we can use this symbol on that document or our palm if we want to be working with our energies. When I say document, I hear sometimes people who say that, oh, my file of visas got stuck, or I'm not hearing back from this particular organization, or on this particular case, nothing is happening. Just think about the file, or if you have the number of your case, think about that, or write it down on a piece of paper and make a big Rido symbol of that. Every day, energize it to set an intention to try doors and pathways open up to create movement here. So wherever we want to be creating some movement, some speed, or we want to be speeding something up, we can use Rido as a symbol. Now we must have heard about creating road opener spells, which are exactly designed to do this. If we are stuck from all the directions, opening up a door or creating something, a movement in one particular direction. Rido have an association with golden color, yellow color, orange color. Ansus, green. Now for this, we need a yellow or an orange candle. The ingredients we're going to be using orange oil or orange peel powder with a pinch of cinnamon. Those of you who have chamomile handy and it is available, it is accessible, that can also be added. Olive oil. Rest everything remains to be the same. Have you create your prayer paper and have you make symbols on the flame and have you surround the name and purpose on the prayer paper with symbols. The entire method is going to remain the same. The only thing that changes are the colors and ingredients. I hope the spell is simple and easy for us to remember. The spell work, yes. Right. Thank you so much. Now, let us think of some combinations. If I were to ask you, which symbol would you combine Rido with? Tell me some of the combinations you're going to be using in your life while I give you some other ideas. If the money is blocked and we want to create some opening, you can use Rido with Fehu. Any kind of blocks in health, maybe we are not able to find the right doctor, we are not able to find the right energy, or maybe some kind of chakra movement we want happening, we can combine this with Urus. We can combine Rido with Ansus, especially in the matters where we want the communication to be speeding up, document work to be speeding up with some office, with some organization, anyway. Right? So likewise, we can create some movement while we use combinations. So for money energy and money communication energy, we spoke of Fehu, Urus, and Ansus as a good combination. Rido can also be added to that to speed things up. You're trying to buy a house at a moment, wonder about combining Ride or Urus to speed up the process. Yes, and why not use Ansus and Fehu also in that? Yes, it is a very beautiful combination. Thank you for sharing. Please use it, and whenever you see some success, share it with us. Share it with Shefali, share it with me. We would be more than happy to receive this news from you. Right.
So just a quick question, since Cindy, I was just going to ask for you, because I was thinking about Cindy, because she wants to sell a house. So can she also use Raidu for that, as well as Power Uruz and maybe Ansus, right? Because
Yes, she
communicating
should be
about
able
selling
to
the house. But
find
I'll
the
let you
right.
I'll let you answer. But I was thinking about Cindy, so, and she also asked about that in the
I'm
chat.
so glad I can see the excitement. Yes, you can. It's a very beautiful combination what she's suggesting you, and I would do the same. Yeah.
Yeah, telepathic. Absolutely, Cindy. Yeah,
Yes.
awesome. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Right. Is this time for me to share one more symbol with all of you? Yeah. This will add so much of value to our spiritual journey. This next symbol looks like light coming out of a torch that someone is holding. This is called Kona or Kenaz. Both of them are the names of this symbol. Kona literally means a torch, light in the darkness. It means shedding of light. So when it comes in your reading, it says that some kind of truth will be uncovered, some kind of revelation will be coming in. It also signifies a mystical opening, an opportunity for learning. This is a guidance to bringing clarity in life, in following the torch. This is a great symbol to seek truth. And I'm going to be sharing very simple work. Now, before I share the healing work with this symbol, I have a little bit of disclaimer that I want to give out. This symbol works powerfully well. So be prepared to receive answers, through prophetic dreams, through other means, and I'm going to share all of them with you. Before you use this symbol, you should be aware. Firstly, the times when we feel our psychic energy is going down and my intuitions are not working the way they were working last week or last month or something like that happens. Maybe it is time of chaos or confusion, and that's why we're not able to listen to our intuition. Those days, just make it on the third eye and say Kona, 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 and set in your intention. The answers could come through prophetic dreams, through a book someone sends you as a gift. Maybe someone will send you a link and that has, sorry. So this is about when you have a question, sorry. But your third eye will start working, channelizing energies. But when you have questions, I'm going to give you something that helps you. Once again, a glass of water, a cup of water, or a bottle of water, how much you can consume in one go. Take that, make Kona as a symbol on that, and ask your question. Set your question, ask it to the water, saying that I need an answer to this question. Sip that water and go off to sleep. So, this is the last thing you do in the day before you go off to sleep. And the answers will flood in through prophetic dreams, through people sending you books, to some link to a video that has answers. Do this every night till the time you receive your answers. Right? However, this is superpower work. This will bring in intuition, intuitive power in a very beautiful manner. Okay, so it could be any of these routes. So be prepared to be receiving answers this way. Right? Are we now ready to move into one more symbol? Yeah. Give me a second to share it. Gebo. Super easy to remember. Looks like an X. Two energies coming together, multiplying, or simply two different lines coming together. Gebo exactly means that two energies coming together. So that means it could be a gift, it could be an offering, or some kind of exchange. So it could mean things such as a contract getting signed up, something that needs to be given in order to be receiving something. It could mean some kind of natural gifting or making an offering to the gods or the universe in order to receive something. However, it is a very great symbol to create gifts, blessings in our life. So imagine using it with Fehu, with Urus, with Ansus to create such blessings. However, if anyone here is not good in receiving something, it could be a compliment, it could be a gift, it could be just receiving simple gratitude, and we want to become good receivers. At point in time, make Gebo on your palm and say, Gebo, 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 make me a good receiver of love or compliment or anything, or money. Some people feel hesitant in asking money. In that way, we can use the symbol to become good at receiving so and so. So Gebo or Gebu helps us become great at receiving.
I think we could all use that one for sure. I think we're not very good at receiving, right? We're great at giving, but we're not very good at receiving. So that's one I'm definitely going to be using for myself.
Yes, there is a rune symbol for cleansing house or room energetically, uh, and that is Lagos. If you get your hand on that, it is a great cleansing symbol, and so below. But today I'll not be able to cover up all the runes, but let me bring you to the last. Uh, I wanted to be bringing in a symbol that is for manifestation. So, okay, I'm going to be leaving it open for everyone to decide whether we want a cleansing symbol or a manifestation symbol, because I'll be able to cover up just one more rune, and I'm just open to give you whatever is requested the most.
Manifestation.
All right.
So who wants manifestation? Type 1 in the chat, and who wants cleansing? Put 2 in the chat. I think that'll make it easy. Okay. Autumn, I'm good with either. Okay, let's go with manifestation.
Right.
I think.
You can see it flooding here, and
And you can always manifest cleansing the room.
That's clever. Thank you so much. Right. Now let's look at this one. This looks like a flag. Yeah. Now I'm going to be bringing Turisas up here. This is called Vunyo. The J is silent here. It looks like a flag. Yeah. The difference between this and Turisas, the triangular shape is towards the center in Turisas, and this is on top. So this looks like a flag. Vunyo is a symbol that signifies happiness, well being, fulfillment, a period of favorable situations, a period of expansion, a period of blessings. So when Bunyo comes in, the reading, it's like a green flag for everything that you're asking and moving forward with your plans. A period of expansion is coming forward, a period of great manifestation is coming forward. This is also said to be a wishing rune, yeah, and can be used with all other symbols, all other purposes that you wish to manifest in your life, such as Fehu, such as Uru, such as Ansus. We can also combine this with Gebo to create the energy of blessings, simply surrounding ourselves with the energy of blessings or a particular thing, such as Fehu, such as relationship love. There are other symbols that we want to be combining this with. However, this can also be used to get the situation to become favorable. If something looks like a difficult situation, you can simply visualize the situation like an orb, like an event. And to that situation, we can give this symbol and say, Vunyo, 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 set your intention. Or you're going to get into something. It could be an interview, it could be a meeting, it could be a speech or something like that. And on that day, you want to be receiving the energy of Vunyo, you can plan it in advance. How? Think about that day. So let's say I'm talking about I have an interview on 5th of October. So I'm visualizing Siddhi in front of me. It's going to be on 5th of October. And to this lady here, I'm giving Vunyo and setting an intention that she has the situation becoming favorable at this time when her interview is getting conducted. Send it out in the universe and say, give this healing energy to Siddhi on 5th of October, 2 p.m., this location. So I can also do healing of future situations. But if I don't want to do so much and it is too much for me to remember, oh, I'm losing out on my intention as to how do I set future intentions, simply do a spell book. Person's name, birth date, intention, surround it with punyo. And to speed things up, you can use a red colored candle or simply a white colored candle. You can use rosemary oil or herb with this, along with chamomile, to help with the wish fulfillment purpose. With this, we have learned 8 symbols, which is 1/3 of total of 24 runic symbols that were given to the mankind. And I hope this journey was easy and effortless for you to be remembering as to how we can heal. There's a lot more when it comes to divination, when it comes to reading, for which we have a bag of 24 runes. Towards the end of today's call, we'll do some readings for us, just one question, so that we can also realize and understand how beautifully we can get to have our guidance from runes as well. Yeah. And this was Shefali's idea. Thank you so much for that.
Yeah, I thought, why not? Since we can do that with the runes, we can give intuitive guidance or mini readings. I thought, why not offer that to whoever would like one? So after we do talk about the special offer, if you want to raise your hand and you would like a reading, or you want to type it in the chat, but I think I don't know, what would you prefer, that they raise their hand for it?
Yes, absolutely. Would love
Yeah.
it if they
So
would.
so we'll do that in just a minute, but first let's just quickly talk about the special offer. Um, Let me just share my screen. So this workshop, this Rune Divination and Magic Workshop that Siddhi's offering, is taking place in October, I think. Yeah,
Yes,
October
it is.
13th to 17th. So that's 5 days. But I'll let you go ahead and explain a little bit about the workshop, what takes place, what's available for folks.
Yes. So in this workshop, we're going to be having so much fun the way we had today. It is fun filled, excitement filled workshop where we're going to be learning at first the meanings of all the runes. Along with that, how can we create talismans? How do we do spell work? How do we perform healings? All of this for all 24 runes. At the same time, every rune has different meanings when it falls upright or sideways. So, what all meanings does it signify when you're doing your reading? So, we are not only going to be perfecting the art of healing, but we are going to be going in detail about how do I use runes even when I want to be seeking guidance. All this will be included on a live Zoom, not one live, multiple live Zoom calls. And we are also going to be doing practice of doing our runes reading. All the way from what should you do if you do not have your runes with you, to getting hands on your runes when it comes to divination, when it comes to magic, when it comes to healing. This is the journey of becoming runes master. The journey is not limited to this one workshop. This workshop, whenever it repeats for the next 6 months, we will keep inviting you to come and revisit this workshop with us so that every revisit gives you newer ideas that I've learned, newer perspectives, and also reiterating everything we've learned before. So, this is a journey of learning runes casting, runes meanings, runes healing, runes spell work, and making runic talismans. So, journey is spanned over 5 days, 2 hours Zoom call, and yeah, you're going to be mastering all of this with me on runes calls together. The
Awesome. Go ahead.
the dates, yeah, the dates are going to be from 13th of October to 17th of October. The timings I've mentioned here are 8 to 10 IST, which we will work out and tell you according to your time zone, right?
Good. I think it's 10:30 a.m. Eastern
Okay.
to 12:30 Eastern is how I calculated it right now, because we haven't changed the clocks yet, so I think it's still 10:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. Eastern.
Yes. Yes, sure.
So that's five.
And to
So that's
answer
5 days workshop. Sorry, I was just gonna say
yes,
5 days workshop, and it's $55 dollars for the 5 days. Oh goodness. Sorry, go ahead.
yes. So there was a question today about manual or detailed understanding on runes. In this workshop, you will receive multiple PDFs. One is all the details of runes, that includes history, that includes meanings, that includes so much more that comes beyond practical aspects of runes. This comes with a lot of handouts and sheets that you use while you're doing your reading and how to make it effortless. Some combinations, some spell workbooks. So, this is like a complete power packed workshop.
Awesome. Thank you. And of course, Siddhi always shares so much wisdom, and goes in depth to with the knowledge and wisdom that she shares. And of course, if you're an Inner Circle member, please use your gift code as well. But yeah, it's coming up October 12th to 17th, right? So 10th, and there'll be recordings. So if you can attend live, you can always access the recordings, because I know for some people they might not be able to attend live, right?
Thank you. That answers my question because I would going to be out of the country that week. So if I sign up for it, I can still get the recordings.
Yes, that's right.
absolutely.
Oh, I'm in.
And then the next time Siddhi offers that workshop, because she offers it continuously, we'll be invited to attend the live workshop at that time if you can attend then as well. So that's fine.
Oh,
So you'll
that's
have more than one
wonderful.
opportunity.
That's wonderful. Thank you. This is something.
Awesome.
It's
You know,
amazing.
it's so interesting, and Siddhi makes it explains it so beautifully and so easily, right? So that we can totally
Right.
understand.
Yeah, because somebody
Yeah.
gave me a book and some of them, and I had no idea what to do with them. But
Yeah.
oh, this sounds fun. Just up my alley.
Awesome.
This is
Awesome.
fun.
Good. Thank you. So, so who would like a mini reading of the runes, from the runes? If you want to raise your hand, that would be great. Because Siddhi, you're going to ask them to ask you a question, or like phrase a question, or you're just going to, yeah, you have to ask a question.
How you raise your
Yes.
hand?
Yeah, so we'll go
Yes.
with Sabrina first, since she's already unmuted.
Yes.
Hi.
Might as well, right?
Yes, thank you. This is wonderful. My question is, I mean, as you said, there's the Rue. We own a winery that since COVID, the business has almost dropped to nothing. And seeing your Rues and what you said, I can see a combination to put that in there to bring back the clients. and that would be it. But yeah, this is why I got so excited listening to you. I don't know what to ask. I just
All right. Let us take some guidance for you. Look into what's coming up. All right. Okay. Before I answer this, have you been practicing something?
I am a radionics and a dowser. I do a lot of and I'm do a lot with healing and through I don't know if you're familiar with radionics. It's another form of getting information and healing through numbers.
Wow. And has someone in your family before you done some kind of healing work?
Not that I know of. My godmother, my godmother's mother used to be a very well-known astrologer, medium.
Wow. This rune gave me this insight. This is called Othila. It says that this knowledge is not new to you. The business that you're working in or something that you're doing is not new to you. Someone, uh, you know, has passed down the wisdom to you. So this is time to reawaken that
Oh,
wisdom which is passed down to you. This is also the time to protect yourself. However, presence of this rune, which is algaes,
I use
say,
that symbol all the time.
I'm sorry,
I use that symbol all the time.
all that. Oh my
Protection.
God. Okay. So this is also the symbol of awakening. Both of them together say that you're awakening something that was inherently yours. And this also brings an awakening in your business. Please work with the symbols that you learned today, because I see a lot of awakening and good hope. Presence of algae shows that this will work out.
Thank you.
Given efforts, given work, this will work out for sure. This is an awakening phase. Use it.
And my body is just giving you affirmation of being at one big goosebump.
Wow.
So
That's
thank you.
awesome. Yeah, good, awesome, Sabrina. Good luck. And where is your vineyard or
Oh,
winery?
winery. It's a tasting room. We're located in Littleton, Colorado.
Okay.
And the reason I'm not going to be around that week is because I'm going to Flagstaff, Arizona for one of our big dowsing conference.
Oh, nice. Okay. Awesome. Yeah, I was
Thank you.
curious. I used to live in Austria, and so I was surrounded by vineyards and wineries. So I'm always interested in
Yeah,
vineyards and wineries.
this is the easy way to have a winery because we don't grow the crop. We actually buy the juice from 13 countries, and they send us the juice. We turn it into wine, and then, as a matter of fact, tomorrow and next week we have wine festivals to go to where we show our products.
Okay, nice. Good luck. Use some of these
All the
symbols that you
very
learned
best.
today.
I shall.
Please make Fehu on your products. Please make Fehu on all your products.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's the one for abundance.
Yeah, that one. Okay.
And
Yes,
if
I
you're
am. I'm going to
placing
take
any
the
kind of,
business cards and put that on the business card.
yes, Fehu and Ansu's together. Yes. Fehu Ansu's rules also will work out very beautifully well for you on your business cards or
Thank you.
flyers or anything else. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Sabrina. Okay, we are going to go to whoever you want to go to next.
Let's hear it from Cindy.
Hi, Siddhii, and hi, Shefali. So glad to be
Cindy.
here today. Can you all hear me okay?
Yep. Yep. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm so excited for this course. I wanted to take it the last time you offered it, and I had been manifesting and thinking about this. Gee, I wish she would offer it again, and here we are today.
Thank you so much.
Awesome.
I had even purchased the runes stones the last time because I thought I was going to sign up, and then I lost track of dates. So this is like perfect timing for me. Thank you so much. My question today, as everybody knows, I've got a house that I've been trying to sell for a client, and it's just been several months now with no offers. Well, we had a very lowball one, but I don't really count that. But I'm just wondering, what is the reason why the house hasn't sold, even though it looks immaculate? And I've done so many clearings, and I've confirmed with other healers that the house is clear. So I don't know why it's not selling. Do you have any suggestions for me?
Okay, let us look into what comes forward. It's guidance and insight into this. All right. All right. Two things that came up. A symbol called Ivas and Manas. Now, Ivas shows a phase of transition that one needs to go through before that happens. So, this means that you will have to wait for a while, which typically means around 3 months, 4 months to 6 months. However, this means that some kind of transition is going to take place in your life or around this matter before that happens. And the symbol of Manas represents the person we are checking for. And when this came a little upside down, it shows that you need to work on yourself, your belief pattern, or some of the strategies you've used to sell the house. They need to change completely. Maybe reach out to different people or use a different mindset. Work with yourself first, your energy first. The house is not the problem. The energies of house are clear. However, some transition will come in, so I anticipate 3 months to 6 months. And during this phase, please use the runic symbols you learned today to create new affirmations for yourself and generate new ideas. For ideas, you can use Kona and Raido together so that you can develop newer strategies.
And Cindy's going to be taking the workshop, so she'll learn all about all 24 of the runes. Maybe there's some other ones in there too that can help her to speed up the process for sure, right?
Yes, I'm hoping I can start with them immediately so I can try to get sooner results before the workshop, if possible. I'll start working with it right away. Do you
Please do that.
have any other insights to share for me with any changes coming? Nothing, I mean, something new?
Very interesting rune, just called Portho, which is showing cycle of karma or wheel of fortune. So it is not telling you anything that is ready for you at the moment, because the turns and twists that are going to be happening could be bizarre and landing anywhere. So that answer is not ready for you as yet. But please work on these to create good energies. I will also check on just 1 second. And I met this, the symbol that is going to help you. I checked on which symbol will help you get there faster, and I received this Barkano. Barkano creates motherly, nurturing love in any relationship or any home or any condition. So use this symbol on your palm along with all other symbols to create that nurturing environment for selling of your home.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your guidance and advice. And I can't wait to take your workshop with you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Cindy.
You're welcome.
Okay,
All right.
let's. Mhm.
Scott, I think is next.
Okay, thank you. I've come to a fork in the road. Should I continue down my Chinese face reading path of taking the class in the Golden Path, or should I continue down the road of learning on being a Taoist priest?
Face reading or priest. Okay, let us look at both of them.
Those are big questions, Scott.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
Just like-
kind of unique. Classes works.
Right, give me a moment more. Okay. First, I'm going to be telling you what can you expect when you move towards face reading. This has a lot of unmanifested potential. So the journey is going to be very progressive. Although it will take its course and time, it is going to be progressive. You will also have help and support from your mentors, and you will also have money come in. I've received Fehu here. Now, let us look at what can we expect. When you walk down the road of becoming a priest. Okay. I do see that you'll be working a lot on yourself, but that is going to be beginning with the journey of breaking your own negative patterns, and that's going to take time. The journey is going to be very, very powerful eventually, and will connect you with your family, your ancestors in a very deep rooted manner. If your intention is to make more money, I would say go with face reading. However, your intention is to transform yourself and make yourself more powerful being, more connected with your roots, with your higher self, then I would say priest.
Okay, thank you very much.
Awesome. Thank you, Scott. Good luck.
All the very best.
Autumn?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yep, go
Yeah.
ahead.
Okay. Is it okay to ask for a general reading or did you need like, okay, then I would take a general reading.
Okay. A lot of great time of making happy exchanges
Oh,
is coming your way. You might be surprised with the gifts that are coming up.
mm-hmm.
With I see justice, focus increasing. At the same time, you need to focus on your communication. But when I see Ansus and Gebu together,
Mm-hmm.
there could be some kind of communication coming your way, which will turn out to be a very happy news. And if you're waiting for some kind of official confirmation from an organization, these
Mm-hmm.
three together means that, or separately they make a beautiful message as well, that you will have very beautiful exchanges coming up. Yeah, although
That's
when
awesome.
that happens, that could be a little disruption in your life before that happens, but this is going to be that disruption is going to be turning into blessing in disguise for you.
Okay,
So I wonder
that's
if this
interesting.
has to do with her buying a house. I think it was. She's trying to buy a house. So I wonder if that reading has something to do with her buying a house, the blessings or the good news, maybe.
I'm hoping so. I'm like at the end stages of it, but you know, I haven't closed yet. So I'm hoping.
Yeah.
All the
But
very
thank
best.
you.
Use the symbols.
Good luck, Autumn. Yeah, all the best. And of course,
Thank
when you join the workshop, of course there'll be more runes and more wisdom and
Mhm.
teachings that you can use as well, right?
Yes, I hope so.
Yes, awesome. All right, we're gonna go to Tina.
Hello. I'll just
Hi,
take a
Tina.
I'll just take a general one too. So
Right. Let us see what's coming up for you. Oh, God. First of all, I see a beautiful mix of Vunyo and Raido, and I'm so happy we spoke of these runes today. Vunyo is a time of fulfillment, manifestation, favorable situation, and that is coming with Raido. So that time is very near for you, where some of the things that you were wanting to manifest for a very long time and situations to turn favorable will come in. This is also going to be a great time for you the coming days or coming months. I'm checking about next 3 months where you will unite with your family members. If you've not spoken to them for a very long time, you'll have a beautiful time with your family members discussing traditions or discussing something that is part of your family rituals. And yeah, so all in all, I see a very happy period coming in for you. However, one advice is for you to be calming yourself down at the moment and let things work on their own.
that's the part I've been trying just to stay in the presence and know it's flowing. Yes. And I haven't talked to my daughter again for a while, so I'm hoping maybe that's where that her and I will be communicating again. Thank you.
All the very best. I hope you get to meet her soon.
Yes, thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Tina. All right, Aronima, you have a question or a general reading?
A general reading. I've got multiple things happening, so be it emotionally, physically, or financially, anything.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think we're on the same path, Aronima. You and I.
Okay. Sorry.
Everything happening at once.
I know it's hard.
Situation seems like a little halt or a pause. Started with this. Okay. But towards the end, there's wish fulfillment. The
Oh.
situation turning favorable. And I also see Ingvar's unmanifested potential. This is time for you to be doing seeding. What kind of seeding? Seeding could be thoughts, ideas, strategies. Although things are very far and looking very far, but feeding your mind with affirmation, feeding your book with strategies and plans will help you manifest them and get there faster. So don't look at the situation from the point of view of what it is, but what it could be. And it will lead you there. The presence of this in the center has a very strong meaning. It's to begin shifting your energies already, and you're going to be reaching there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
All the very
Awesome.
best.
Thank you, Arunima. Okay, can I ask for a quick mini reading for myself too, just general, because there's, everything is everything is up. So there's not just one area in my life that is, causing not issues. Issues not the right word.
One is, uh, I, I know that you've gone through some health challenges, but a period of good health will be coming in. Please begin working with Uruz itself and some kind of mindset changing and some kind of seeding for great health, for great future. I don't know why today's so many of us, and I'm very happy that so many of us are receiving Bunyo, but it is showing up again in this reading also. And because this has come up with Uruz, I see great. So Bunyo, Uruz, and Ingvas together make a meaning of working towards health, making it more beautiful, and it is going to be turning favorable with right seeding, with right food, with right plan. You're going to be getting there.
Awesome. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I loved it. This was so like, you know, you are such a great teacher. I think I've said this before. You're such a great teacher because the way you teach, you explain things in such detail and in such an easy way that we can understand clearly, right? And then when we have questions, and of course you will always go above and beyond and answer questions. But I've worked with you before, so I know what a wonderful teacher you are. I love this work with the runes myself. And even last time I had thought about joining, and I was looking at buying the runes and all that stuff too, because it's like, this is so interesting, and it's such an ancient system, I guess you could say. And the story that you shared today about Odin, um, you didn't share that last time, so I found that to be very powerful as well. Maybe it's because we're in the middle or at the end of the 9 days, so that whole 9-day period, makes total sense. So it was very helpful, really interesting. And I think that there is power in these runes. They're not just symbols, but for me, they're frequencies, they're energies and frequencies that we when we use them, we're activating them within ourselves and in our external reality as well, like everything is. Right.
I'll just give you a very recent example. Just yesterday, there was this guy who called up with immense pain in his tummy because of fatty liver. I didn't have so much time on the call, but I quickly started visualizing him and giving runes. By the evening, he said the pain was gone. He felt so much better and he could do the work. So his condition is not completely gone, but he could do everything that he wanted to do in that day. So this is how it starts, begins, and moves forward.
And that's so interesting. I just found out that one of my issues is a fatty liver. So it's like, that's just one of the physical issues. There's 3 more, but one of them is a fatty liver. So it's like, okay, let's start working on it. So it's interesting that you mentioned that, and I can use these runes, the healing runes specifically for that, and they can start to clear the fat from my liver. I suppose this is how it worked. I'm not sure what happened. I'm
Yes.
just, it's interesting that you shared that story.
I
Right.
used a combination of Urus, Sobilo, Lagus. I'll give you those.
Okay,
those
thank you.
questions.
Thank you. So I think this, doing the mini readings for everyone, I think was really helpful as well for people because it showed what's possible, right? It showed the possibilities of uh, different combinations of runes, and also how readings work with the runes, right? So I'm so glad I asked you to do that because like, oh, I didn't think of that before, but I thought of it during the call. And it's like, why not, right? So I thought that was really helpful. Of course, the workshop again is coming up October 12th to 17th. So please do sign up. If you cannot attend live, you will be able to access the recordings, and then you'll be invited again next time Siddhii offers the live workshop, and then you can always go again and access, join live, right? But even with the recordings, I know how Siddhii teaches and shares. There's always so much. And then, of course, Siddhii and her team are always available if people have questions.
Absolutely.
So please do check out the special offer page, and of course, go back and watch and listen to this again because, sometimes the first time around you don't get all the information, right? So go back and watch again, listen to how these runes, and also see which one of the ones that we learned today, which one is calling out to you to work with, right? And Siddhii shared many ways that you can work with these runes and combine them as well. So the spell work, if you don't want to do that right away, just use the energy and frequency of the runes, and you don't even have to have the pens or anything. You can just visualize as well. Siddhii makes it very simple to understand, so I love that, and it gives different options as well. So I love that. So Siddhii, any last words of wisdom for us before we go today?
Yes, absolutely. So I wanted to tell you that what you've received today is also a key to a doorway to an entire cave of treasures. So much, there's so much inside. And there are so many creative ways of using runes. So what you've received today is also a great amount of gems. Use them, make a difference in their life. There's a reason why I shared the healing properties of runes with everyone, because I want to see the transformation come in and whatever difference I can make. And this is a step towards my purpose also, is to help transform lives. So I wanted to thank you all for helping me take this step. And thank you all for learning it. I want to inspire you to use them, make a great difference. Thank you so much. And thank you, Shefali, for creating this sacred space for us to be sharing and receiving at the same time. I also learned today many creative ways of using, and I'm excited to try them out.
Awesome. Thank you. And thank you everybody for all your questions as well, because that also brought out more wisdom, right? For all of us, and different ways to use these runes and these energies. That's how I like to think of them, energies and frequencies. The runes are a tool, but they're a tool to channel these energies, these frequencies for our highest good, for humanity, for the collective, for the planet, however we'd like to use them, always for the good, for all of us. So I love it. This is such it's a simple technique, modality that we can start to use and implement every day in our lives. So thank you so much, Siddhii, and thank you everybody for being here. We'll be back on Thursday with another show. So I'll see you then. I'll have the recordings out in a little while. So again, please do go back and watch and listen again. And of course, do sign up for the workshop that is taking place October 12th to 17th. Okay. So thank you so much. My goodness, sending you all so much love and blessings. And until next time, may you continue to be blessed with an abundance of joy, peace, love, happiness, prosperity, and radiant health. Thank you, everyone. Bye for now. Thank you, Siddhii, so much. This is great. Thank you.